Hello everyone, here's a quick recap of a Zero to Hero project we attempted a few weeks ago. The goal of this project was reaching the endgame, getting all the void stones, and defeating all the uber versions of the endgame bosses, while playing on a new account with no premium tabs and trading only through forum or TFT. Currently it's very hard to find any information about free-to-play trading online, so I made a small guide detailing exactly how to trade using official Path of Exile forum. For this project, we picked this Seismic trap because it's currently one of the strongest bossing builds on a low to mid budget. We started leveling Shadow and Stoneblast mines as usual, then in Act 4 we completed our first lab, picked our first ascendancy point, and switched to the traps. In the acts we completed any league mechanics that could give us something valuable such as Expedition and Delirium mirrors, plus we were looking for Sentinels with increased quantity of items and good reward types, and popping them as much as possible. While we were doing this, we were listing everything somewhat valuable on the forum, and in Act 9 we made our first free-to-play trade. We sold a bunch of astragalis for 3 cash, and in total we already had 11 cash orbs, so we went ahead and bought our 5 link for just 1 cash, and took all iron points for 4 cash each. Then we finished second lab and picked our second ascendancy point. Finishing Act 9 and Act 10 with this kind of gear was a breeze. In total it took us around 7 hours to finish acts, and by the end, even after buying a 5 link and cold iron points, we still had 12 cash orbs left. So we bought gloves, a helmet, and rings to cap our resistances, and finally started mapping. In early maps we were popping currency sentinels and doing as many cash recipes as possible. That was pretty much our main source of income until we got to the red maps. The main focus was on doing as many map completions as possible. The plan was to get to the tier 14 plus maps and start doing invitation rushing combined with currency sentinels, low investment expedition, and boss rushing. After completing around 30 maps, we sold a couple of expensive items we found, including a druid logbook and an unusual gems blueprint. We were able to buy ourselves enchanted deerskin boots, skin of the lords, and 2 cheap gels with crit multi and life in them. At this point we were already doing tier 7 tier 8 maps, and our build had around 60 cash invested into it. Then again we spent a few hours mapping, and when we finally got to the tier 14 plus maps, after doing a ton of cash recipes, selling an empowered gem, and the patient div card we randomly found in the maps, we were able to afford a couple of big upgrades. This time we got a new belt, new gloves with spell suppression and resistances, large and medium clusters, the devouring diadem, and our first circle of guild. Here our build had around 1.7x invested into it. Now right after that we killed our first normal little worlds, seeing Exile and Maven for the Watchstones to upgrade our Atlas. Next day we spent farming to afford our final upgrades. After we finished farming and sold most of the stuff, we bought our final upgrades, which included to assassinate forbidden jewels, a watcher's eye, a new amulet, a second circle of guild, a new diadem with an enchant, and a new belt to help cap our resistances. Then we bought level 5 awakened brutality and a couple of level 21 gems for our main link. At that point our build had around 15 exalts invested into it, and even after buying all the missing boss fragments we needed, we still had 6 exalted orbs left. Since we didn't find any quick upgrades, we decided to keep them in case we needed more boss fragments or invitations, and in the end I'm glad we did. Just a quick note, I have been playing on this build for only 3 days, and I never did uber bosses on Seismic trap, so it was pretty challenging. Now this was the end of our 0 to Hero Seismic Tab challenge. We killed all the Uber bosses and got our final watchstone from the Uber Elder. It took us only 3 days to complete. I honestly expected it to be much harder. Thanks to everyone who was helping me to figure out the build. Also, I hope all of you are excited about the new upcoming league. I will be streaming the league start on my Twitch channel, so please drop a follow if you are interested. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I will see you next time. Bye bye.